Hi, this is BB from clutterclearinglifecoaching.com, and today I want to touch on a subject that has probably affected almost every adult throughout the world. It's a feeling of when the plan changes, there are hiccups, dealing with unknowns, unforeseen occurrences, but the destination remains the same. Now, whoever expects life in a nice, tidy little basket will find out there are ups and downs. It's not so. When that happens, how do you cope with it? How do you deal with it? Like, say you want an apartment or you want to purchase a home and you don't have the credit that's needed to get the down payment. What do you do? You may have to sacrifice for about 6 months to rectify the credit to get a credit score to a certain place, or address debts you may have had in the past that is keeping it at a certain level so that you get qualified for the loan, for this loan, or whatever you need the loan for the house or whatever. Or if you want a new car, or if you're looking to do something, anything at all, start your own business. And maybe you were looking at building a website for something to, offer your services, offer your goods, offer your wares, offer whatever you're offering. And then you find that the keywords that you use to advertise it, they're all wrong. They're bringing the wrong kind of clients. Or you're just having people who are looking and no one is purchasing anything. What do? Do you give up the website? Do you give up on your dream? Do you give up selling your merchandise, which you probably paid for? So what do when the plan changes, but the destination remains the same? Do you give up on your dreams? Do you give up on those dreams? Again, this is not for people who are in a relationship that is not working, that is abusive or close to. Please get help. So, what do you do when the plan changes and your destination doesn't? You still want what you want, but you're coming up against hurdles, obstacles, things that you never thought would be a problem are now presenting themselves as problems or issues, hurdles to get over. What do you do? Because you still want what you want. Do you work around them? Do you let them stumble you and you fall and you just give up? Do you get up, shake them off, shake off the dust and just go on again? If Thomas Edison had given up, um, where would we be right now? I don't know. Somebody else would have probably taken on the challenge. But I'm just saying. Either way, there would have been so many failures before success. Somebody said, success, I think it was Winston Churchill, that success is going from failure to failure and not losing your enthusiasm. Because when you lose your enthusiasm, you want to give up. You don't want to put the time, the energy, and the effort into getting any further. You're giving up on your dream. And then you start to resent yourself because you wanted that thing. You wanted to be a part of that thing. You wanted to be there. You wanted to own it. You wanted to have it. You wanted to enjoy it. And you're giving up on it just because some obstacles start to arise. And that could cause a deep-seated resentment and self-hatred at some point, because you will feel like this was all you. So there's an easier way, and it's called, there's two things. Releasing is a great tool. Speaking to a therapist is one of them. Speaking to a counselor, speaking to a life coach. We all have different methods and techniques to help you to get over the hurdle, to get you to that place where you go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Let's switch that, going from success to success without losing enthusiasm. Because in every so-called failure, you've learned something. You've just learned what wouldn't work. But it's got to be something else. There's a fine line here between doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting it's the same results, and changing a few things, changing a few variables, changing the values of some of these things. Management is one of them. Look at your day. Where does your day go? What happens? How many constructive, productive things you get done in a day for you? How many of them do you actually do and feel like, well, I have done something? So again, when you lose enthusiasm, everybody, when they discover a new hobby, or they discover something that's like meditation, like EFT, like manifesting, like self-help, they found the holy grail. They know they can do this, and they're very enthusiastic, and they try to meditate, they try to quiet the mind. After about a week or less, they give up on it because they can't get that mind to go quiet. They can't get it to go quiet, so they choose to give up. If I can meditate, so can you. If I can use EFT or Sedona method or any form of releasing and understand what my underlying fears are, so can you. You can do it. You just got to be willing to try a technique that helps. Try a tool that is beneficial. Try somebody who actually has been through this and they understand how to get to the other side. Tony Robbins said success leaves clues, and he is 100% right. It does leave clues. So let's do a little bit of tapping on when the plan changes but the destination remains the same, but because you are not going to give up. Not you. You know what you want and you're going to go for it. So let's go. And again, with my tapping, as you can see and you will see, I don't have any preconceived notion. The words come as I tap, a thought will come up, and this is how it goes. If I were tapping with you, I would have you actually help me to tap along, because we need to find out what's lurking in your subconscious mind. So let's do this. Starting with the karate chop. Even though I'm experiencing a few hiccups, and I'm becoming doubtful, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel like I don't know what's going on. Is something wrong with me? I just do this. I choose to deeply and completely love and honor myself. Even though it feels like all my plans are going awry. Everything I've planned and banked on this seems to be disappearing. I don't know if I can do this. I choose to deeply and completely love and accept who I am anyway. This is not working out. I understand what's happening now. I want this. You can state the thing that you're looking to achieve. I know I do. But everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Maybe the gods are telling me something. Maybe there's a God somewhere floating on a cloud that is blocking me. Maybe he or she feels that I shouldn't have this thing. Sure about that theory, though. What could possibly be wrong here? Somebody else somewhere is doing it. They're successful at it. Am I a wrong fit? What could I possibly be doing wrong here? Maybe I'm not willing to make these changes. Maybe I'm not willing to just adjust my schedule. Maybe I'm not willing to take any chances. That feels more like it. Or it could be something else. It's like wanting something very strongly, but not understanding why it's not coming any closer. What is the holdup? Is it me? Or is it the circumstances? I have no idea. But when I look at this closer, I'm beginning to see a pattern here. And this is my own pattern. Sometimes I am unwilling to make changes. Because change can be scary. But I really want this thing. I do. I've envisioned myself with this thing. I know this is right for me. And I can tap all day if I want. But if I'm not willing to make some adjustments, it's probably not going to happen. So when the plan changes, I will change with the plan to get to the destination. Get a deep breath. Out. Drink some water. Not juice. Have water. Gatorade is fine. Anything, to balance your electrolytes. Just have something there. And if you need my help with any of this, I'm a coach that's very realistic, and I will take you through everything step by step. Bite-sized pieces so you can grasp it. That way you can get from point A to point B faster. And my website is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. That's clearing out the clutter, clearing out the unwanted thoughts, the fears, the phobias, and getting to the nitty-gritty of success. And again, it's clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Until my next video, peace.